These are some of the things that have happened to me as a former big-bodied baddie. As the majority of you know, I have lost over 13 stone, but I spent the majority of my adult life as a plus size woman. And I have had some experiences in being that. I have always been a pretty confident person, and it does take a lot to annoy me or for something to get to me. But these are just some instances that have really stuck with me. First time I ever had to ask for a seatbelt extender on the plane, we were going on honeymoon and we had been upgraded to extra legroom. And come to find out that if you need a seatbelt extender, you can't sit on the seats with extra legroom. And to be told this on a room full of people that we had to move because I needed a seatbelt extender was pretty fucking embarrassing. And on that same holiday, I was stared at, laughed at. We went to Ibiza. Ibiza apparently is not the land of the fatties. We were walking along the beach one day and there was these brown like sunbeds laid out. We had no idea who owned them, but they were free. So we were like, oh, we just sit on the beach. And I sat on the sunbed and I broke the sunbed. And there was a beach full of people and everybody looked around, people laughing. I kind of like laughed it off like, oh my God, I can't believe that's just happened, but I was mortified. Another one would be when the bus, remember during COVID time, all the buses came out with like this plexiglass screen right where the bus driver sits. Yeah, as a big girl, those were not our friend. Having to like fully squidge your body past the bus driver, like up against the glass, was a humbling experience. Another one is just that in general, people for some reason, when you're a bigger person, feel that they have more of an entitlement to speak on your size or to talk about your body when you're bigger. And I've never quite understood that. I've never understood, I would walk past people in the street and they would like look me up and down and go like, Jesus Christ. That has happened several times in my adult life. And it still baffles me because I would never ever look at anybody and like look them up and down like they're a piece of fucking meat and go, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. I would never do that ever. So why you would feel entitled to talk about anybody or judge anybody based on how they look is beyond me. I suppose that's maybe the privilege of having seen life from both sides. I just kind of sat thinking about these things and I realised that I'd never fully talked about it before. And it's kind of like a bit of therapy, you know, getting it off the shoulders. When you're in a bigger body, you think about things all the time, and the majority of the time you're thinking about your size. At least I did. Am I going to fit in that toilet cubicle? Am I going to need a seatbelt extender? Will I fit in the backseat of that car? I'll order 2 sizes up just in case that big size isn't going to be enough for me. Am I going to be able to walk that far? Are these shoes going to be comfortable enough to walk that far? I just would never, ever, ever judge anybody for being bigger, smaller, in between, black, white. I don't give a flying fuck. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. But the big-bodied baddies out there do not need your shit. Okay, I'll leave that with you.